and truer words were never spoken. When we were building the church, there were many people who contributed in many ways. There were people who helped us build, there were people who gave us money, there were people who prayed. There were lots of people who came and brought something to us, and then there were also people who took something that we had for them. And through the years, it's been just marvelous to see the work that God does. We've been a praying church forever, and I think so many other people have appreciated that as well as our congregation. And so I'm just very thankful to have been a part of fellowship. When we moved to Shepherdstown, somebody said, "You're not going to go all the way through the church, are you?" And I said, I can't think of going anyplace else. So Jesus really did build this church on me.
Sometimes I can't remember 50 days ago. But I'm going to try to remember a few things. I wrote down a few notes if I probably won't follow them, but 50 years ago I was 33, and I had a lot of energy. We all did at that time, I think. And we started out meeting in homes, and then we rented the church hall out to Tuscarora, and we met out there. We had everything that we would do if we had a regular church. We had Sunday school, we had worship, we had choirs, we had a choir, one choir, the dog choir, and we had Bible school and everything. And we had lots of children then too. As you could see in the video, some of those all those were theirs. Each family had probably at least 2 to 4 children, so we had lots of children. The one thing I remember mainly about when we started out, we had something called a lay witness mission. There was people from other churches that came, and they tried to help us set up some things to help us get started. And some of the things that they started, we kind of fell by the wayside, but there was a few things that wasn't. I know the ladies' coffee group that we had started, it was a morning coffee group from there, and after a few years, it was changed to a night group, and it was called Mary and Martha. But at the beginning, it was meeting in homes in the mornings, and it was called a coffee group. We had donuts and coffee. If one of those that wanted to drink coffee. They had a men's breakfast and some children's things. I don't remember all of the things that we had there. But one thing that I remember that they taught us to do, and it's gone by the wayside now, but I really miss it because I could have used it today. Whenever someone got up to say something, particularly like what I'm doing now, we would look out into the audience and we would pick out somebody, any of the people, and we'd say, would you pray for me? Which was a wonderful help to be able to get through the things you had to do, because back then, a lot of us wasn't used to getting up in front of people, and I'm still not used to it. I'm very nervous. But, so that meant a lot to me. But during the years that we was, early years, we did a lot of things for a lot of people. We helped a lot of people in different ways, and a lot of people helped us. I remember one time a family was moving into a farmhouse, and it was really dirty. We went in, all of us, and cleaned it up and papered and painted and got it all ready for the family to move into. We took in children. We had a family that was in January, cold weather, and the father had left, and the mother was left with 7 children, no food and no heat in the house. And we went into that home and took all those 7 children, and just about everybody took 1 or 2. And Betty, you had a boy. I had a little girl, 18 months old, and Betty had. But everybody, those children were passed out into the family, and we had children of our own, so they just kind of fit right in. We just added them into what we already had. We've had a lot of people come and go in this church. Some of them was here for a season, and some of them was here for a reason. We've helped a lot of them, and I guess they've helped us over the years in different ways, and we was able to serve them and help them out. Some people have left because they moved away or passed away, or the children that grew up in our church, most of them married and moved away. We still have a few around. We have Scott. His parents were charter members, Scott Hunsaker, and so he's still here. But we miss all of those. I think there may be 4 members of the charter members left. I think Betty and Layton and myself, and I think Buddy Grubbs is still here, but Buddy's not with us anymore. But we're thankful for all the people that are sitting out there. Without you all, we could not be a church because Betty and I couldn't do it alone. So all the people that have come, some of you almost feel like charter members to me because you've been here so long. And you have taken over and done everything that has to be done. And I am very thankful for that. I'm very grateful to all those people. We had a few projects that we did. We used to go to the fair and work the stands at the youth fair, do the concession stand. We went to Flower Hill one time and did help them. I think they sent us money when we first started out, and we went down there and worked their fair and had a great time. I remember when we first started, one little thing we did was kind of cute, but we passed out $5 to every family, I guess, or every person. And you were supposed to take that $5 and you were supposed to increase it. Of course, back then, I guess we didn't have a lot of money. You were supposed to bring back what you use that $5 to make more money. And I shouldn't probably say this, but one girl lady, she bet her $5 on a horse. I don't know what she made, but she put her $5 on the horse. Some made candy, some, did all different things
We planted potatoes.
You planted potatoes. I don't remember what I did. I know every family did a lot of different things with their $5. We had a bake sale, which was a bake sale where we took orders. We did the Alleluia Cantata, and we wanted to take it over to the Eastern Shore. I'm not sure whether they invited us over there or why we was going over there, but anyway, we wanted to rent a bus, and we didn't have the money to rent the bus, so the choir decided to take on that bake sale. And we had so much stuff, so many orders that we didn't hardly fill them. Betty made homemade bread one day, right? And I made vegetable soup, made more vegetable soup than I ever made in my life. But
20-some pies.
Carol made 20-some pies.
Olivia made homemade coconut cakes.
Yes, Olivia made coconut cakes, and Dee Haven made red velvet cakes. It was quite a time, but we rented a bus and we went over to the Eastern Shore and gave the cantata. And,
Did you remember when they get served this dinner, they accidentally put salt in the tea?
Yes. I went to get a drink of iced tea, and it was awful. Whoever had made the iced tea put salt in it instead of sugar. But I guess the biggest project we always did was apple butter. We did apple butter. We started out at Betty Layton's farm making apple butter, and it was a big day.
We started at Hats and Threads, really.
Did we?
Did we? The first couple of years we made it, and then when we bought the farm,
We went to Betty's and made that. And it was a big day. We had like a turkey dinner, but everybody was there. It was just like a spring reunion.
It's lovely.
Yes, and I think that's how the Chapmans got started coming to church. Olivia was invited to come, and she came to help make apple butter, and she stayed. She stayed forever. She loved it. But we always gave the apple butter money away. We never kept it for ourselves here. Even if we was a little short on things, we gave the apple butter away, but we was always blessed. It came back to us in some way. But I guess the biggest thing we had was our choirs, our music. We always had a lot of talent in music. People sang solos. We didn't have any problem filling solos. Every Sunday we had somebody, and I could go around with different ones. We had 3 choirs. We had a cherub choir, which was 3-year-olds to 2nd grade. And then we had the chapel choir, which was second grade till, I guess, till they graduated from high school, or went into the adult choir. And I'm not sure why we never named it the adult choir. It was always just called the adult choir. I thought we would have had some nice fancy name, but we didn't. It was just the adult choir. And we have one person that contributed so much to the music over the years. And she sang solos. She's directed 2 different choirs. She played the organ. She plays the piano, and she has been fantastic. And she has served the church for 50 years in that capacity. And at this time, I would like to present Betty Miller with a little gift. A little gift from the church for you and for your 50 years of service, and also the flowers there for you to take home. Okay?
Betty's not the only 50-year person, and so we have to do the call. Margie said, no, I don't want anything. Well, I didn't listen to her.
Oh.